Good morning, and welcome to Coffee and Cookie with Rabbi, Torah Moments. And how many of us actually live our lives on purpose? I mean, actually come with a plan, what we want to be. People, as they get older, they create a bucket list of things they should have done and didn't do, and so they try to jam them all in the last few years when they got no energy left. I'm going to suggest to you that it's not God's plan. God's plan for you and for your life is that you should, and I'm going to read it to you from the book of John, chapter 10, starting in verse 9. I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved, and will go in and out and find pasture. The sheep does not come except to steal. The thief, not the sheep. The thief does not come except to steal, to kill, and destroy. I have come that you have life, and that may be even more abundant. I've come that you may have life, and life more abundant. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for sheep. Guess what? Yeshua came that you have life and life more abundant. No, that does not mean he's going to make you rich. Okay? He's not going to make you skinnier. I mean, life and life more abundant starts with him. It starts with that concept that we're ever before him and that we have devoted our lives to him. And in every aspect of our life, he is part of. It's not just a part-time thing. Dear friends, we have a tendency to not invite God into every aspect of our life. But if you want life more abundant, fuller, okay, who was it? Francis Schaeffer quoted the statement, a life well spent. Anyway, right now, it is cookie time, and I know it. And in many weird little ways, this is life more abundant. The very fact the Lord our God has made it so. So, obviously I want to tell you devotion to the Lord is the beginning of life and life abundant. True. But listening to the Lord means he directs your life. What does it say in Proverbs? One of my favorite verses. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Your path. Get it? My path, your path. He directs it. But also there's a part that we play. And in Proverbs, and I have that here also, in Proverbs chapter 29, it says, for lack of vision or a revelation, my people perish. I'm going to translate that into my own words, not wishing to give an impression that I'm some great theologian and linguistic expert, but I perceive it as for lack of purpose, my people wander aimlessly. For lack of direction, we wander aimlessly. And I don't know about you, but I've seen so many people, and on occasion, even my own life, just kind of get in a rut, and I just exist from day to day. With no real purpose, no real drive, no real anything, except get up, eat breakfast, go to work, come home, eat dinner, 2 hours of TV, go to bed. What a miserable existence. So, what about planning out your life? You know, only about 15% of Americans, according to a study I read a long time ago, actually planned their career or their work life. And even fewer planned what they would do with that work life. Isn't that weird? Great cookie. Good coffee. So, for lack of a vision, my people perish. We wander aimlessly. So I'm going to suggest something to you this morning. Live your life on purpose. Live it for the Lord on purpose, obviously. But the whole of your life, too. You know, you want to get my age and start thinking about a bucket list? I'm going to be honest with you. I've already lived a really good life. I mean, God's been very gracious to me and opened up a multitude of opportunities. You know, and it ain't over yet. I'm still dreaming, still planning. And in fact, new things are taking place in my life very soon, which I'll be telling you all about. But right now, I want you to think, are you living on purpose? Or are you just bleeding from day to day to day to day? If the answer is yes, first thing they do is go to prayer and say, Lord God, use me. Do something with me. Set me out before you. You know? The second thing you need to do is ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? Come on. Both spiritual and natural. Do you want to build something? Then go build it. Okay, oh, I don't have the time. That's right. You won't take the time. You see, you won't find time. You have to make time. You have to carve out a piece of the world for yourself. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. Men, okay, and women do this too. You know, we go on, we do everything we're supposed to do, take care of the family, we go to work, yada, 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 yada. When's it going to be your turn? Huh? Don't you deserve a turn? Don't you deserve the opportunity to come before the Lord and have some time with Him? And don't you deserve the right to actually have a life? And I mean, in all honesty, when I would go to Israel, all year long, I'd save up every quarter, 25-cent piece that I came across. And I always had maybe $150, $175. Okay? And when I would go to Israel, that was my wine, not whining, my wine money. And when I would go to Israel for 2 weeks, I would live like a rich man. You know? And it was so cool. I'm learning I can do that in more areas of my life too. There's some things which are really fun. So, I still ride my Harley. And I mean, I ride it fairly regular. And I still like to build stuff. And I'm building stuff. I continue to have a life with purpose. Now, if I ask you what the purpose of your life is, it's not to bum you out and put you on a downer. No, I'm suggesting an upper, some joy, some celebration, some things that you wish to accomplish and that you should really be doing in the Lord. So, here's what I've learned. And this is where everything... I treat time like money. I have a time budget and a time schedule. And what that does, it permits me to carve out a place and space for myself. I'm thinking next week I'm going to go fishing for a day. No, that's not because that's what old men do. I tell you what, if you haven't hooked a good-sized fish and reel that baby in, you don't know what excitement is. Okay? It's something that I like to do. There are other things that people want to do and like to do, and you should. Don't sit there and lose hour after hour after hour playing with your phone. And if there's nothing good on television, turn that thing off and go outside. When's the last time you took a walk in a quiet place without a bunch of people around? That's good too. And if you're really in the mood, go for a walk in a quiet place and take a sandwich and something to drink with you and sit down and just watch the sky roll by. By the way, that's a great way to spend time with the Lord. It really is. But do some of the things you want to do. Don't wait until you have to create a bucket list you probably will never fulfill. If you want to travel, travel. But I don't have a lot of money. Who says you have to have a lot of money? Okay? If you're not all old and beaten up, take a tent. Go traveling around. Okay? That's right, a tent. I said it. I went camping, I guess about a month ago now. And I learned several things. I'm too old for a small tent, but I'm not too old for a big tent. And that I like catching fish and cooking my fish. So, just because you're older or younger, okay, think around it. Okay? Don't assume that everything's going to cost you a fortune. Live a little bit. When was the last time you actually sat down and read a really decent, fun book? Do that. Okay? Learn a language. Hebrew's a good one. Ma shlomka. Okay? Talmudim. How's your peace, my disciples? So, I think you get my message here. Now, do it. Come on. In that little box right there on the side, I'm asking you to sit down, and you want to create a bucket list, that's part of it, but create a time management, a time budget. And in that time budget, carve out a piece for yourself, which, by the way, should be almost sacred. You know? Doesn't mean you're going to cave in. You got a plan to go spend some time, and little Jimmy next door says, "Can you help me with my bicycle?" And if it's okay, sure. But don't be afraid to say no. You know what I mean? So, today, if you're willing to do a time budget, at least work on one a little bit, put it in the comment box. That's right, the comment box. And in that comment box, feel free to simply put in, "I will do it." 4 words. I will do it. Yeah, 4 words. I can count. So, that's my big plan for today, is to keep working on my own time budget, as well as working at the synagogue. Still trying to do some repairs and such. I want to get it up to speed for Rosh Hashanah. See, at Rosh Hashanah, that's the Jewish New Year. That's when all things are going to be made new. And I want to be ready for it. So, time budget. If you want to do it, put in the box, "I will do it." And I'll see it. And I'll pray for you. But right now, I want you to go ahead and think, put it in the box. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the follow button, and hit the comment button, and then the donation button. With that said and done, I'm going to give you your blessing, and we'll call it a day. Now may the Lord bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious unto you, lift up his countenance to you, may he give you peace. May heaven above keep you safe.